Hey, Sue, can I ask you something?
What is it, Rose?
Are you taking out the garbage? The other day, when I went over there, you had the garbage piled up, didn't you? You left 2 bags on the balcony. It's really filthy.
Yes, I threw them out already. The last time you came over, I had a headache the day before, so I was in bed. I couldn't take out the garbage, so I left it on the balcony.
Leaving flammable trash on the balcony is unacceptable, even if you keep it outside. Don't lie in bed just because you have a headache. At least take out the garbage. You're not a child anymore.
Sorry.
I shudder to think of Ryan living in such an unsanitary place.
Don't worry, I'm all better now.
Besides,
Yes?
I had a little peek into your bedroom.
You did?
You threw the laundry in there after washing them, didn't you? I saw it. You're so sloppy. I was horrified to think that Ryan is sleeping in there.
It's the same reason. Since I was lying on my bed the day before, I just took it in and left it there for the time being. Ryan said I could rest until my headache gets better, so I took him up on his offer.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Sorry?
You have to think like a normal person. How can it be okay to have a pile of laundry left in the bedroom? If he really said that, he was just trying to be nice. You're his wife, and you don't even realize that much?
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry? Don't say you're sorry. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to him. I'm sure his shirt is all crumpled up.
I did apologize to him. I ironed it and got it all cleaned.
You got it cleaned? We all wear clothes every day, don't we? You should take good care of them, especially the ones you used to go to work. When Ryan was home, I was very thorough. You must be sloppy.
I don't think so. I just happened to have a bad headache and I had to lie down.
You don't have to make an excuse.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, do your duty as a wife. Okay?
Okay.
Sue, you haven't arrived home yet?
Sorry, it took a while to get in and out of the parking lot. I just arrived at the store.
Huh? Are you still there? Why are you such a goof?
Sorry.
The brand new bag I ordered has finally arrived at the store. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Don't you think I should get it as soon as possible?
No, it's not like that. I don't get to come into town very often, so it's hard for me to move smoothly.
You're a useless wife, aren't you?
I'm sorry. I just received the package and I'm on my way to you as soon as I can.
I asked you to come because you have a car. This would have been faster if I'd gone myself.
I guess you're right. I'm sorry I'm no help.
If you have time to apologize, bring it to me quickly. You're not such a goofball at home, are you?
What?
Do you always make Ryan wait for you?
No, I don't think so. I have all the chores done by the time he comes home, and I have the food ready to eat by then. He says he's happy to eat freshly prepared food.
That is your job, isn't it?
What?
That's a wife's duty. I'm just asking if you're doing what's expected of you. You said you're making him happy. You're his wife. You're not a hostess, okay? I'm telling you to do your job as a wife.
Okay.
You're so vague. I think it's getting on my nerves. There's a part of me that can't trust you with Ryan.
I'm sorry.
That I'm sorry annoys me too.
What?
You think you can just apologize and everything will be okay?
No, I'm apologizing because I think what you said is right. If that's what's upsetting you, I apologize. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're saying it and it annoys me a lot.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry? Just deliver the bag as soon as possible. I shouldn't have asked you.
Okay. I'll get it to you as soon as I can.
Hello, Sue. I hope you've been well.
Yes, Ryan and I are both doing well. How are you doing?
Well, I've been thinking a lot.
About what?
You're really a useless wife, aren't you?
Excuse me?
You skip chores when you're sick, and when I ask you for a favor, you're slow. I don't think you're entitled to be Ryan's wife anymore.
How could you? That may be true from your point of view, but I'm doing the best I can for Ryan, and he appreciates me.
That's not good enough.
What do you mean?
He's a sweet young man, so I thought maybe he couldn't say anything to you.
What? I don't think so. He's not the kind of person who would lie.
What? Are you saying I'm lying?
I didn't mean to.
Then what is it? You can't even be a housewife. You're too amateur to talk to me like that.
I'm sorry.
I've been thinking a lot about you being like that.
Okay.
I decided to move in with you to make you more aware of your responsibilities as a wife.
What? Live with who?
Of course, with you guys.
What? You can't just decide something like that. Does Ryan know about this?
I haven't told him anything yet. But he never complains about anything I say. You're the only one who complains.
I'm not complaining. You can't just decide what to do. Our house is small and we can't afford to have you.
It doesn't matter, does it?
What? We don't even have a room for you.
Why don't you guys just vacate the bedroom? Can't you even do that?
Wait a minute. Then where should we sleep?
Why don't you put the futon in the living room?
Oh my. Why all of a sudden?
I told you, didn't I? To teach you how to be a wife. I'll teach you well.
But I can't decide on my own if we're going to live together. I'll discuss it with Ryan tonight and get back to you.
Get back to me? No need to do that.
What? Why?
If I say we live together, we live together. You have no authority to give me an order. Since you're married, what I say is absolute.
Wait a minute. Then what are you going to do with your house?
Well, I'm going to sell it.
Selling? It's a very important house your husband left for you, isn't it? Then we can't just decide over text. We should discuss it with Ryan.
I've already talked to the real estate agent.
What? You can't just... Anyway, I'll talk to Ryan first. Please wait until then.
No way.
Excuse me?
The day I'm going to give up the house is coming.
What? When is it?
In a week. So, I'll move there in a week. So you better make a room for me by then.
I can't do that on such short notice. I can't say yes this time.
Well, you don't have a choice. It's a 100% decision to move in together. All you have to do is shut up and do as I say.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I'll be there in a week. Make sure you clean up the house properly. Got it?
I don't know what to say. I'll talk to Ryan.
You're really stubborn. Hey, I just arrived at your house. Why is it locked? I thought I told you that I'm moving in today. What are you thinking? Sue, what are you doing? How long are you going to keep me waiting at the door?
Excuse me? Who said you could move in? I never said you could move in with us. You're just making your own decisions and acting on your own. Neither I nor Ryan agreed to it.
What? What's with that tone? I've already sold my house and sent my belongings here.
I don't know anything about that.
How dare you talk to me like that?
Now I'm really angry. I'm angry at you for making all these decisions, wasting people's time, and being so self-centered.
What?
If you think I'm going to be quiet and do what you say, you're mistaken.
What?
What is this about educating me as a wife? I don't need you to educate me. I can be a good wife to Ryan. My mother taught me a lot to be a good wife.
But that's why I came here, isn't it?
Who asked you to teach me to be a good wife? Who said you could live here with us? You're doing all this on your own.
Well, Sue...
Up until now, I've done everything according to you, trying not to cause any troubles. But I've reached the end of my patience. Why should I have to live with you? And for an extremely unreasonable reason. I haven't been this angry in a long time.
What?
I may look like this, but I have a limit. I wanted to have a good relationship with you. I've been trying to keep my true feelings to myself, but I've reached my limit. I can't forgive your selfishness.
Sue, what are you saying?
Ryan has been tormented by your self-centeredness for a long time. You won't listen to anything he has to say. He said that if he didn't do as you said, you would get very angry with him. He wanted to leave home as soon as possible.
He said that?
When he got married to me and left your house, he said he was really happy. Don't you feel anything for making him feel that way? We are really fed up with you.
Well, what do you mean?
Ryan and I talked it over and moved out.
You did? You moved out?
Yes, that's why the house is vacant now.
Wait a minute. I sold my house to move in with you.
I don't care. It's none of our business. You decided and did it on your own, didn't you? It has nothing to do with us. How on earth could you do such an important thing without a single word of consultation?
That's...
Ryan checked out everything.
What?
It seems you have been spending a lot of money for a long time. I thought it was strange that you could afford expensive bags when you're supposed to be living on a pension.
That's not it. A friend recommended to me and I couldn't say no.
Don't blame mothers.
Well...
There's more than one brand bag, isn't there? I saw several in your closet. It was strange, but I thought it was none of my business. But I heard that you have not gotten rid of your spending habits, and now you are even in debt.
How did you know?
I told you that Ryan looked into it. When he heard that you sold the house, he realized that you couldn't pay your debts, so you sold the house. And he was right.
You found out? Well, that's what happened. I couldn't make living just by pension alone. I've been paying them back from my savings, but I'm running out of money.
No doubt. You sold the house to pay off the debt. You were going to sell the house, pay off the debt, and move in with us, and live without a rent, weren't you?
That's not true.
Yes, it was. That was your plan. Otherwise, there would be no merit in selling the house and moving into that small house. You were trying to take advantage of us to live without spending any money, weren't you? You're unbelievable.
You don't have to say it like that.
You have said many things to me up until now.
I'm sorry.
We don't want to be taken advantage by you. We decided to move out in a hurry.
Moving?
It was Ryan's idea.
Really?
Yes. He said he's had enough of being pushed around by you. That's how trapped he has been for a long time.
He said that?
How does it feel to be abandoned by your own son?
It's sad. Very sad.
He has suffered through many times more sadness than that, because of the way you kept bossing him around. He didn't know what you might do to him if he went against. He had no choice but to live his life according to your orders.
Ryan, I apologize.
I think it's too late.
Why?
Because we've already moved.
Tell me where it is. I'll have my stuff moved there.
What are you talking about?
What?
Ryan says he doesn't want to live with you pushing him around.
Yes, I know. So I'm going to apologize for what I've done, and I'm going to fix it.
Ryan and I have no intention of living with you.
What?
We have no intention of telling you where we live either.
So that means... What am I supposed to do?
We don't care. I told you to wait while I talked it over with Ryan. And yet, you went ahead with things on your own and barged into the house. Why don't you just continue to live like that, but on your own?
What are you saying? I sold my house, remember? I have nowhere to live.
That's also the result of your selfishness, so it can't be helped, can it? Please find a place to live by yourself.
Wait, I don't even have any money. The money from the sale of my house went to pay off my debts. I'm broke.
I'm so stunned. You were going to move in with us while you were penniless?
Because I have no choice. I'm in more debt than ever.
That's your own fault, isn't it? We had nothing to do with it. And yet you treated me like I was a useless wife and forced me to live with you. And you thought you could live with us for free?
That's...
You're disgraceful. Ryan feels the same way. We talked about it. From now on, we are going to break off the relationship with you.
Break off the relationship? I have only my son since my husband passed away, you know. If my son gives up on me, I'll be alone.
But that's what he wants. He's been through so much that he wants to break up with you. It's your own fault that things turned out this way without a doubt. How you will live your life from now on is totally up to you. we won't get involved anymore.
Don't say that. I'll apologize as much as I can. I'm sorry and I'll fix what's wrong. So please move in with me.
No. I've already decided with Ryan. If you had realized it earlier, none of this would have happened. It's all too late now.
Sue, you're Ryan's wife. Could you convince him? Please?
Don't be so naive.
What?
I told you we discussed it and decided. So my feelings are the same as his. Who would live together with someone like you? Don't be ridiculous.
Sue, have you changed?
This is my original self. While I was with kind and gentle Ryan, I became more cheerful. I haven't snapped like this in a long time because I really thought I couldn't forgive you.
Did you really hate living together so much?
It wasn't just about living together, but about the fact that you were making him suffer so much. What does it tell you that your own son wants to break off the relationship with you? I can't forgive you for making Ryan feel this way.
Oh, well...
Anyway, we've already moved out. Please leave there. If you wait there, we're not coming back.
I have nowhere else to go.
You'll have to find your own place. Ask your relatives. Find a motel. Ask your friends. There are so many ways.
No!
And you have to live on your own from now on. I think you should find a job as soon as possible.
A job? At my age, do I have to work?
Because you are penniless, aren't you? How are you going to live? No one will help you, okay?
Are you really not going to help me? Are you going to abandon me?
I'm sorry, but as it stands, that's what I plan to do. So please find a job so that you can be independent. Then, we will never see each other again. I hope you'll do your best to live your life.
Sue, wait for me. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I'll make sure I'm sorry, so please move in with me.
Don't be naive. After that, Rose called Ryan several times, but he ignored them all. I guess he didn't want to talk to her anymore. I felt better because I had told her what I had been holding in my heart for a long time. If only I had revealed my true nature to her earlier. I wonder if this would not have happened. But what has happened has happened. She asked her relatives to send her stuff back there, and she did so in tears. When I told them how it happened, they were appalled. For the time being, they are letting her stay at their home. I heard that she has been forced to work part-time to save up money and get out of the house as soon as possible. Well, maybe it's good for her that she doesn't have time to waste money. Ryan and I have gotten used to living in a new house, and we are having a gentle and peaceful time together.